Hey guys, welcome to today's Vehicle Visionary. Today, because a lot of you have been asking about the Pro Street 1963 Corvette here, what's the latest status with this? And I just wanted to give you a quick update on that. And don't worry, as changes are made and new parts are added, things are changed out and modifications are made and all that good stuff, we're going to actually show the processes of what's being done. So it's not going to be just a situation of, okay, we did this, we added that, but you're not going to see exactly how it's actually being done. We're going to do that. But one thing I wanted to show you real quick that was very interesting that was discovered recently, the original color of this Corvette. If you didn't watch my first video when I talked about the history of this car and the fact that basically as soon as it came off the assembly line for the 1963 model year, it was taken to a shop and turned into a race car. But its original color is found right here. It was white. Not that surprising. This was not the original color, the red that's on here now with a nice clear coat, very nice shine to it. So what exactly has been done since we last made a video? And if you're wondering how all of this stuff is being protected and kept safe out here, we have the ultimate security dog. This is Izzy, the shop dog. You'll probably see her in more videos to come too, but if you plan on trying to come and steal any of these parts off this car, you better watch out because she's going to bite the mess out of your heels. The front end is going to be rebuilt. There was a piece right here on the car that had been welded. I don't know if I have video of that. If I do, I'll show you. It wasn't the best welding job, so those parts and pieces are going to be replaced. And the reason for that weld is from wheel standing the car, doing wheelies off the starting line, and then the front end coming back down. Over the course of time, well, that can potentially cause damage to the frame. It can crack and break things. It's just the nature of the situation. That's why when you have a race car, you're constantly looking it over, making sure that everything is in good shape. There's no cracks or anything like that. That's not unusual and should be done on a regular basis. So as you'll notice, one side doesn't have any pieces and parts on it. The other side has everything, the tire and all that good stuff still left there for reference purposes to make sure everything is going back together correctly. So the springs and the shocks will be replaced, and those parts and pieces have come in. We're still waiting for a couple more things to come in. And one thing I wondered if anybody noticed was those Krager wheels. Really a very old school drag racing style wheel. Give you a good look at that with the left side that's not on the car right now. Give you a really nice view. And another thing that is going to make putting the engine and transmission into this car so easy is the radiator has been removed. There are literally 4 bolts that hold that in, and as you can see, once you take those out, you just lift the fan, the radiator, that entire assembly right out. It's not that terribly heavy. It just makes everything so much easier. So that's going to be done. There's also an area right here that did have a gap that has been sealed up here with the frame, as you can see. And again, I hope I have some video from our first video with this car when that wasn't like that, so you can see what that looked like. And other parts and pieces have been taken off the car, replacing the upper and lower control arms. And the brake calipers are being painted as well to match the exterior color of the body. So again, more things that are being changed. And like I said, guys, don't worry. I'm not going to just tell you about this stuff in these videos. We're going to show the actual processes of everything being put together. If there are problems that come up, you'll get to see that on video, and maybe it will even help you out if you're doing something similar to this. I know one person watching, my buddy Rod Burke, who is one of the greatest graphic design artists in the country, probably in the world. If you're looking for a paint rendering or a hero card or something like that, check out Rod Burke Designs. I'll leave a link down in the description of the video. You won't be disappointed with this guy's work. He's great at what he does. No sponsor for today's video, but just because he's a friend and I know he's watching, I wanted to plug that. If you use him, tell him that Tom from Vehicle Visionary sent you. And another thing that was changed or added, or maybe I should say put back onto the car since our last video, is the wheelie bars. And you might look at that and say, those are set way too low. Well, for one thing, the front end is sitting up at a slight angle, sitting on these jack stands, so that's going to make it look lower. When the car is sitting back on the front tires and the engine is in and the front end is on, that's going to bring the height of those wheelie bars up. Also, let's talk about what's been happening on the interior. The Dashboard has been put in, but it's not completely installed. Again, we'll show you what that's like. It's just kind of been test fit, so to speak. And here in a few weeks, probably about 2 weeks from the time that I'm publishing this video, the gauges should be in and ready to be installed, and we'll show you that whole process. So tell me what you want to see in this build so I try and cover everything possible. And if it's not something we're doing, no worries, I'll let you know. And in the last video, I asked for people to guess what engine is going into this 63 Corvette. No one was even close. So if you want to win a Vehicle Visionary t-shirt, I have all sorts of colors with this design, guess down in the comments what engine combination is going into this car. I'll drop a hint here. It's not a small block. So here's what you need to do. If you can guess the cubic inch and guess the induction, those two have to go together. If you can do that, you can win a t-shirt. Thanks for taking the time to watch, guys. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to check out one of the other videos on the screen right now, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.